Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Mike, and today I'm gonna talk to you about what's been happening here about the that Elon Musk bought 9.2% of the stake of Twitter. He spent like $3 billion. So you know, my point of view, it's good. There's a lot of people scared and telling that it's gonna destroy Twitter. Who's gonna destroy Twitter? Twitter is destroyed already because they blocked former president of the United States. There's no reason to do that. And the problem that people is scared is they think the boomerang it's gonna come back. As I told everybody, the past years, everything you do, it's gonna come back and bite you in the ass, especially if you do things in the wrong way. And all that Twitter did about Hunter Biden's laptop, about the President Trump, about everything, the ex-President Trump, the former President Trump, they did really bad. They really mess it up. So people who's in the side, not in the left side, in the progressist side or the conservative side, they are in the middle. Those who wants to live in peace, those who wants to to let everybody speak, to let everybody to have the piece of their minds of what they think, and they wanted to share it to the world. No, but the left, always the left, they say they are progressive. They are, we believe in free speech. No, you don't. You never do. You say that, but you act and the other way around. And that's a problem. And that's why they are scared, because they are going to be repaid in the same amount of damage they have done through the years. Or just maybe it's going to be equally. It's not that. I guess that's the word the progressives love at all. Being equals. Really? You love that word. You love to say that word, but you don't believe in that word. Because you feel superior. When someone mess things up, you think, and you took the moral high ground. Like, if Jesus were alive, you will stun into dead people. When he asked the one who's free of sin, please throw the first stone, and nobody did it. But the progressive people will do, and will do hard, because they don't have a conscience. They don't have ethics at all. They think and they tell you they have, but they don't have at all. And now most of the people are telling that he's gonna control things. He can't do that. He can't do that. He's got a seat in the shareholders. So and the directive. So I hope he changed for the best. I hope, because I'm sick of this. Every time you do a piece of your mind, there's someone offended. There's someone who, instead of passing by and don't care at all, no, they want to destroy you, and they want to, for example, they have done to me that several times on YouTube, when they report my videos, because I say something. It's my peace of mind. It's what I think. And even when I talk about COVID, I have it's funny because I have a Spanish channel too, and the thing is that all the things I have been saying in the Spanish channel nobody reported. The videos is still up, are still up, and the worst part is I was right. They report my videos. YouTube took them down. For what? For the news I've been telling. It's like Twitter with Hunter Biden's laptop. Oh, it's Russian misinformation. Oh, so funny. So funny that now it's not Russian misinformation and it's truth. And the funny part is the FBI lose the hard drive. Oh my God, power. And still there's dumb people believing in the government, supporting the Democrats or even the Republicans. I don't care about both. But both. They're both crooks. But the problem is that people serve as you know as a how to say that, you transform yourself in the tool that the politician needs to keep power. So it is funny though. I don't even really care anymore. It's been a bad experience, really. Look at people that feels offended for everything everybody says, without insulting anyone, just because they don't share my thoughts. They think they can silence me because they don't want to hear me. Like Fox News. I don't care about Fox News. I care less about CNN. But the thing is that people asking for Fox News to be cancelled. Really? Because you can't stand those people? You can't stand the news? You should look at yourself. You're a really angry, mad person and unhappy person. Because when you try to force others to make your will, it means you're an incomplete person. You're an unhappy person. You're a sad person. Because if you really don't care about whatever people says, you shouldn't be reporting videos. You shouldn't be saying anything about Fox News or about because Elon Musk bought Twitter and it's a Porsche. Who says something about Jeff Bezos when he bought the Washington Post? Who says something? Nobody. Does he knows anything about news? No. So, he's a billionaire, he has money, he wants a newspaper. Or mainstream media. Whatever. So, it's funny because people is afraid and say, if he gets what he wants, I will leave Twitter. Who are you, man? Really? I never said that. Even when, they blocked the Washington Post, they blocked the president, they transform in some, left-winger tech arm. I never said I will leave. I stayed and fought. I'm fought. And now there's a billionaire who thinks different than the progressive and the groomers and all the crazy people, because they're crazy, man. Really, you have you really have a problem, a mental. I think it's a psychological, a mental problem. You have a dictatorship. You have a dictator inside of you because you want things your way. And that's a problem. I have my peace of mind. And and the thing is, I've been discussing a lot with people. This is so funny because I was discussing with a guy. Uh, he was fighting. We were talking about. I'll explain in another video, but we were talking about uh, the the left, communism, socialism, and everything. And when I talk about communism, socialism, I told him that's a political and economic system. And he talked about capitalism. And I told him that's an economic system. Doesn't doesn't have anything to do with politics. But socialism and communism has to do with both politics and economic, because the government practically take all the production means. So practically you fucked up. You will leave if the state gives you the things. So it's funny because I talk about Venezuela, Cuba, North Korea, China, when they kill a lot of people because they think differently. Russia, and even the nationalist, socialist nationalist, Nazi party, and Mussolini, the fascist, because they were socialists. If you don't believe me, check the history of. Please don't do Wikipedia, Britannica. There's a lot of information with credibility. Wikipedia has zero credibility except for the sports and everything like that. But in history, because it's made with people for people, they can change everything. But the thing is that if you check in encyclopedia, you will see that the fascists were socialists, not right wingers, like most of the people think. And it's funny because he told me that you left aside the Nordic countries, of course, because they're successful. And I told him, please, take that Bernie Sanders out of you, because those countries aren't socialist at all. Aren't socialist at all. Those countries are in economic system, it's capitalism, and the political system is not socialism, because socialism is political and economic. And the thing is that the government use the money of the taxpayers in the things they have to do. They invest or put the money in the things they have to do. It's why the government was created, to administrate the money of the taxes of the people, for them to have what? For them to have quality of life. But the thing is that the quality of life, the only who gets quality of life are the politicians. They live like rock stars. Big hotels, helicopters, planes everywhere. But nobody cares. When you told them that, they say, it's necessary. They're very important persons. They're VIPs. And abuse of power is VIP, so I guess, right? Because most of the politicians are acting like monarchs right now. And you talk about the billionaires. Because Elon Musk travels in a plane. That guy and the other guy, they have a lot of money. You know what's worst? The guy who's a politician who lives out of your taxes and have a great life, like a rock star. See what the problem is? And people imagine things. Another guy told me like he has Harvard friends, because they're in Harvard, they're geniuses, and they know what they're talking about. Please, most of the people who graduates from anything, most of them don't understand anything, and it's worse when they think they do because they studied it, but they never put it in practice, especially professors. Okay, so you know the thing is that uh, you know complain. They say this guy, this other guy. Well, this is having a great life, and the he told me one thing, and it was so funny that he told me that the people from Harvard believe in the social democratic system, and the thing is that it's a beautiful word just to tell everybody why why were the intentions to create the government, and those were the intentions to administer the money for quality of life. What is means socialist? That the government has to spend the money on people, invest the money on people, not give away money. Like, I'm gonna give you a salary. No, invest on people, and that's why people has to pay taxes. But I guess you already know that, right? And the guy never answered to me. Why? Because the people imagine, beautiful and democratic. Most of the people doesn't know what democracy means. They think is that I can say whatever I want. That's not a democracy. Democracy is a system. It's a system. It's how you elect your representatives. You vote for people who comes. It might be your neighbor, and he is running for senator. That is democracy. You vote for the people that comes from the people. That's why I tend to tell people around when talk about that. It's like, please get the dictionary, get the encyclopedia, and read the concepts first, so you can talk with knowledge. But what else is farts and asses, nothing, just air. And most of the people are hot balloon airheads. But whatever. I wish the best for Elon Musk. I hope he wants it. It's funny because most of the people from Latin America now and everybody say, "Hell, buy Venezuela, buy." It's so funny, but I love that, and nobody should have been banned from Twitter. Twitter, cross a red line. Believe it or not, it's my point of view. I don't care what you think. It's my point of view. And you're not going to change it by reporting a video, by complaining like an old lady. So, I've been reading a lot of things. People thanking him. People, who is scared he's gonna destroy, it's not gonna end well, the prophets of disaster, and never get it right, those guys. So it's like people screaming like the end is near, we're 2022 and still here. So, and what else? Ha 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 ha. People crazy. You know, when people is mad, people is insane. Really, really, really. It is funny because they put aside their ethics for political things. That is a shame. Really, is a shame because it transforms. You know, you're like a ship. You have an owner. That's why you say that. It's not because you're free to say or free to this. Because you feel God and you want to block the people you don't like. The people you don't like their speech, the way they think. What makes you? Who gives you the right? Who gives you the power to do that? To silence people? I guess they should be in the mafia. Because that's son of a bunch of assholes. Well, hey, not everything is bad. Everything is nice. And sometimes we find this in Twitter. And I guess you should watch it. So funny. Well, guys, if you like my videos, please subscribe. Hit the thumb up. And see you soon. Because I'm gonna be here for a while.